Vikings, let's win this game. SKOL!
Heads up, Vikings fans, ready for the latest updates that are shaking up Minnesota Vikings strategy? Today, we're navigating the draft's corridors to unearth which talents might soon wear our team colors. But hold on to your helmets. There's more. We've got the inside scoop on the free agent market, and everyone is eyeing one key player poised to bolster our defensive lines. And guess what? There's fresh news about a Vikings outside linebacker who's on the verge of shining even brighter. And as free agency unfolds, who else is staying and who's on their way out? Oh, and about Sam Darnold, we'll unravel the result of a critical decision that took everyone by surprise. Are you ready to delve into these strategic plays and negotiations? Welcome! Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. The Vikings are set to make the 24th pick in the draft, and speculation is rampant. Curious? I'll dish out all the details and want to hear if you're on board with these predictions. Up first, the spotlight falls on Kelvin Banks Jr., highlighted by The Athletic. This Texas offensive tackle, potentially doubling as a guard, is said to have a play style that might be better suited inside, a perfect fit for what the Vikings need. Picture this: amped up protection for our quarterback. ESPN throws in Jody Barron, a cornerback worthy of immediate starting status, who's not only shown great versatility, but also boasts high interception skills. His addition could amp up our secondary, fortifying our defense. And there's more. Pro Football Focus introduces Gray Zabel, an emerging talent from NDSU, known for his impressive athletic tests, well aligned with the Vikings' zone blocking scheme. If he lands with us, expect a fresh powerhouse in our offensive line. The 33rd team throws Maxwell Hairston into the mix, a Kentucky cornerback famed for his agility and swift direction changes, a perfect fit for Brian Flores' defensive scheme. With some departures in our secondary, Hairston could be more than just an addition. He could be a game changer. CBS Sports introduces Malachi Starks, a safety from Georgia. Not only an elite athlete, but also a born leader who could significantly lift our defensive play. NFL.com backs up the claims about Hairston, detailing his explosive combine performance, which definitely caught the eye of many, including ours. Looks like speed and technique are on the agenda to boost the Vikings. Should all these draft predictions come to fruition, the Vikings might find themselves in an intriguing position to overhaul both their offensive and defensive lines. What's your take on these potential picks, fans? And brace yourselves, because the next news piece promises to stir up even more excitement for the team. The free agency saga is heating up, and all eyes are on Milton Williams, a defender closely watched by every Vikings fan. How will this affect the gameplay both on and off the field? When the Dallas Cowboys re-signed Osa Odighizuwa, setting a new market standard that affects negotiations with Williams. Playing the same position, Odighizuwa secured an $80 million deal over 4 years, elevating the market price for top defenders like Williams. Thus, we're looking at a likely price tag of at least $20 million per season if we aim to bring Williams to our side. Williams stood out last season as a defensive tackle, particularly noted for his quarterback pressuring skills, logging an impressive mark on PFF. Such impact on the field could make our defensive line one of the NFL's most formidable. With around $63 million available for free agency spend, Vikings general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has a shot at making some significant moves. And it looks like Williams could be the biggest catch of this offseason. Adofo-Mensah recently expressed a desire to beef up the trenches, indicating significant shifts are coming our way to ensure the Vikings compete at a high level. This market context hints that the free agency season will play a crucial role in the Vikings' plans. Expectations are high, and the decisions now could shape our team's success for years to come. As fans, we understand the direct impact these moves could have on our offense and defense. While digesting this info, let's start imagining how these strategic movements could transform the Vikings into an even greater powerhouse next season. Adding a talent like Williams not only raises the game on the field, but also sends a clear message about our team's ambitions. As we gear up for more big news, let me know in the comments, do you think Milton Williams is worth this substantial investment? What impact do you foresee him having on our defense? Don't miss the next update. It promises to be explosive. The offseason always brings its surprises, and for the Vikings, one might be a subtle yet significant raise for Patrick Jones II, the outside linebacker. His story is a classic underdog tale, and I'm here to tell you why he might soon receive some well-deserved attention in the market. Patrick Jones II stands out in a typical free agency scene where stars usually grab the headlines. Selected in the third round of 2021, he moved from a backup role to a notable presence in the Vikings defense. Last year, he racked up 7 sacks, an impressive feat that didn't go unnoticed. The market for pass rushers is tricky, with many players entering later stages of their careers or presenting various uncertainties. Amidst this landscape, Jones emerges as an attractive option. He stood out in a year where the need for reliable and consistent pass rushers has never been more pronounced. His performance on the field spoke volumes, and now he might be poised for a significant contract appreciation. Coming off a season where he managed just 1 sack and numerous defensive snaps in 2023, his explosive performance in 2024 was a welcome turnaround. Jones's ability to seize opportunities when teammates like Marcus Davenport and DJ Wanham were injured solidified his spot in the defensive rotation and likely on other teams' radars. This potential career progression poses a dilemma for the Vikings too. With new talents coming in and the need to adjust the budget, the team will face tough decisions. Jones's departure might open up space for young players like Andre Carter, or perhaps allow for greater financial flexibility to address other areas. As fans, we watch not only the on-field ability, but also how these skills translate into market value. Jones's ability to overcome challenges and enhance his pass rushing skills might signify a shift in his career and a savvy negotiation strategy for the Vikings. And as you ponder the implications of potentially losing a rising talent like Patrick Jones II, we prepare for the next news update that promises to be even more intriguing. Will the Vikings make an unexpected move that might even surprise the fans? Stick with us as more drama unfolds. The deadline to use the franchise tag has passed, and the big question remains, why wasn't Sam Darnold, the Vikings quarterback who had moments of brilliance and decline, involved in this strategic game of negotiations? Let's uncover the reasons behind this decision and its implications for the team. Many expected the Vikings might use the franchise tag and then trade him, thereby securing value through trades. However, NFL negotiations are often more complex than they appear. The decision not to apply the tag on Darnold reveals not only a cap space management strategy, but also a realistic read of the market. By applying the franchise tag, Darnold's salary of about $41 million would count fully against the Vikings' salary cap space. This would have significantly reduced our flexibility to make other essential moves during the offseason. Plus, tagging Darnold could also decrease his trade value since teams would know the Vikings didn't intend to keep him under that costly tag. Interest in trading Darnold was also overestimated by many in the media. Instead of finding a line of teams willing to negotiate valuable assets, the Vikings encountered a timid market where trading options were limited and perhaps less valuable than a compensatory pick that might be received next year due to his departure. These factors combined, along with the possibility of Darnold refusing to play for certain teams, a de facto no-trade clause, complicated any potential tag-and-trade scenario. In summary, the decision not to apply the franchise tag on Darnold can be seen as a prudent choice that preserves the Vikings' ability to act more strategically and flexibly during free agency. This leaves us with several questions for the upcoming season. How will the Vikings adjust to their quarterback reality without Darnold? What smart moves are being planned by management to ensure the team remains competitive? These are discussions we need to have, considering the near future and the structure of the team. This rounds up today's news cycle, each piece bringing insights and tensions from the draft, upcoming free agents, and the latest on quarterbacks. And what do you think, fans? Are the Vikings on the right path with these strategic decisions? Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings. Let's go.